Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Kara with Pens, Inks, and Iced Coffee. I'm coming to you today with a little haul from a local fountain pen store. Somewhat local, it's like 2.5 hours away, but a Florida fountain pen store called the Florida Fountain Pen. My hands have ink on them. They will pretty much always have ink on them. Sorry, I'm a messy person. So, the reason for the visit to the store was because Nibmeister Kirk Spear was taking appointments for nib tuning and nib work, and I thought, perfect. I really wanted to go and check out this store, supporting local business where I can, and also really wanted to meet Kirk Spear and have some nib work done by him. So, in doing that, I took one of my Scribos. I had a Pelican M205 and a TWSBI Diamond 580 that needed a little nib love that was above my very rudimentary skills of at home nib tuning. And he got those working flawlessly. They are 10 times the pen they were before. And I liked them all before, but now I am obsessed and in love. So after I got the nibs tuned, I wandered over to kind of the Esterbrook setup that Joe had set up in the shop that displayed all the Esterbrooks. He had some specialty nibs there for trialing. It was really a phenomenal experience if you want to try out different nib sizes, try out different nib grinds that Esterbrook does. It was amazing. I cannot say enough great things about the shop. I loved it. I cannot wait to go back. I noticed they had some of the Esterbrook blotter papers. So this one is the Jurassic one. And I also got the Raven one. And I have the Coffee Monsters Co. one from, I actually may have ordered it from there. I don't remember where I got my Coffee Monsters Co. blotter paper from. But nonetheless, he also had the Coffee Monsters Co. ink in stock. I don't think he had any more of the pens. I did get my pen from him, from the Florida Fountain Pen store, but I ordered it a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago or more, when he got a restock. So I'm not including that as part of this haul because I ordered that kind of separately from all of these goodies. So I got my nibs tuned. I kind of wandered over, got to looking at the Esterbrooks, and I have wanted an Esterbrook tortoiseshell for a while. And I happened to notice just the one little guy sitting there looked like he needed a new home. So I thought, well, since I'm here and since Kirk Spear from penrealm is here doing nib work, maybe I could just have a custom grind done. And Kirk had all of his custom grinds laid out on the table for you to kind of try. And there were two that I really liked. One was a katana grind, and the other was an architect grind. And that's what I ended up getting, was the architect grind. Let me see if I can show you this a bit closer. It may not want to focus. Let's see. There we go. So here is my architect grind. Let's see, kind of see there how it slants. So this particular grind will be a wider side stroke, skinnier downstroke, which I actually really, really love. Yeah, it's not wanting to focus. But you can kind of see there. Ugh, I love it. He asked me to hold the pen and kind of jot a few words, kind of some scribbles down, so he could get a feel for how to grind it based on the way I hold my pens. And we did that. And I did dip test it in store. I haven't inked it yet. And none of the inks that I bought really match it because it was kind of unrelated. But I think I'll probably end up putting the Forgotten Iced Coffee from Esterbrook and the Coffee Monsters Co. in this pen. I also picked up the Rickshaw Bagworks pen case from like the branded Florida Fountain Pen Rickshaw Bagworks. I've kind of grown to really like these lately. I've grown to really like the rickshaw bags and find them very useful for the way I carry my pens, which is usually either in a book bag or in like a tote bag. So it holds 6 pens and another little pocket here for like a little personal notebook. It would probably fit up to an A6 size if I were to bet. A5 is a bit too big. I don't think I have an A6 anything laying around. I don't, to show. But I'm very happy I have this. They're very protective, which I like. And then I went and played in their ink room. They have an ink room there at the Florida Fountain Pen where it has some of the Robert Oster swatch papers, the little swatch cards, Q-tips, water, dip pens, kind of anything you can want to test ink. And there were boxes of dozens and dozens and dozens of inks, and it was so fun to sit and play. So the inks that I swatched were Sepia Nights, Purple Sunset, which is the Florida Fountain Pen show exclusive with Robert Oster, Summer Storm, Burgundy Chocolate Notes, Mystic Storm, and Eucalyptus Leaf. And I may have to pick up a Burgundy Chocolate Notes. The more I look at it, the more it grows on me, because I love that sort of dusty, dirty rose color, like a gray rose almost. I love it. I think it's so pretty. And then I picked up 4 new inks. I got, some of these I already have sample sizes of, but I figured since I was there, and we'll swatch those. That's why you see the notebook down here, because we're going to swatch these as well. So I got Sunset Yellow. And then we got Purple Sunrise, which I did swatch over here. It's this one. Right there. And again, this was the Robert Oster, Florida Fountain Pen or Orlando Pen Show exclusive ink. I got Summer Storm, which is also up here. And then the last ink I picked up was the Violet Clouds, which this was one of the first ink samples I got, I think, like ever. And I've loved it since, and I just haven't bought it. The last thing I got, and this was kind of an impulse purchase. I didn't plan to get this, and I also would even go so far as to say I have said I didn't have a use for the Benu Pixie, and I didn't really want one. I love my Kaweco Sports, but I'm not a big pocket pen person. I prefer larger, girthier pens. And the tiny kind of pocket pens just don't really appeal to me. They're not usually what I prefer for carrying because I always have something like one of the rickshaw bags with me with pens in them. But I was kind of perusing the Benu display that was there, and then I saw this little guy. And it was so cute. I'm obsessed with it. This sort of creamy pink and the purple, and this is kind of a deeper maroon with sparkles. I love it so much. It's got a medium nib on it. There we go. So yeah, I'm glad I have it. I may try eyedroppering this one. If not, I'll probably just do what I do with my Kawecos and do an empty cartridge, like refill an empty cartridge. And if you guys want to see how to do that, I'm happy to make a video about that as well. Just let me know. So that's kind of what I ended up purchasing. I planned to possibly get a pen. I definitely didn't plan to get the Pixie. And I kind of hated on it and thought, not really hated on it. I thought they were cute, but just didn't really think they were my cup of tea. So I wasn't planning to get it. But I did, and I'm happy I did, and I'm excited to get to playing with it. So let's swatch these inks. So I'll do the Purple Sunset last because I think I'm going to put that one in the M205 I got tuned. I just feel like the colors will kind of go well together. So swatching materials hasn't changed. I have a drink stir of some kind. This one happens to have a little cactus on it. It is what it is. And then I have a Dominant Industry ink muddler. I had to get a second one. My first one, the tip broke off on it, which is common. I mean, it's a very fragile, it's a piece of glass and it's very thin, so it's going to be pretty delicate. So let's swatch these really quickly. I think, oh, well, apparently we're swatching that one there. Just jumped off. And I know that my swatches are not in straight lines. It's who I am. I'm sorry. I'm not really a perfectionist as much as I would like to be. In theory, I want to be one, but in practicality, I'm not. So this one is Robert Oster Yellow Sunset. Let me just make sure I've got my story straight. Robert Oster Yellow Sunset. I apologize if you can hear some thundering in the background. And then we'll do Summer Storm, which I also find the Robert Oster papers make the ink colors a little bit different. And I'm swatching this as a Tomoe River paper from the Paper Mine Co. I think it's the Tomoe River hardcover notebook. Summer Storm is perfect for the name of this ink, in my opinion, because it really does kind of look like the clouds rolling in, turning gray really quickly, and some rain. It's funny because the afternoon storms we get here in Florida, the birds will be chirping and you hear the thunder kind of off in the distance. It's just an interesting combination. We'll give the shake and shimmy a little shake and shimmy. And this one's going to be Violet Dreams, which I know I love. They're shake and shimmy. The glitters in them don't seem to fall out like other ink manufacturers do. I found with a lot of my like shimmer based inks, a lot of the little shimmer particles tend to fall out pretty easily and kind of get all over everything. So far, my experience with the Robert Oster shake and shimmies, they don't do that as much, which is nice. Violet Clouds. And like I said, the last one is going to be the Purple Sunset, which was the Orlando Pen Show exclusive ink. I think I finally got the name of it right that time. I'm going to give myself a cookie for it. I don't have a ton of things inked in purple right now. I have several pinks running just because I happen to have several pink inks. And I thought, well, pink and purple are close enough. I can throw that in my pink M205 and it'll be cute. Oh, I love it. All right, so we'll do a little cheeky fill of my M205 while we're here. I just cleaned it out. So let's see, make it so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Probably not. My fingers are probably all kinds of still in the way. But we will do a little fill of that one. And a little writing sample too. Because why not? I am very extra. If you know me in real life, if you get to know me, I am very extra. I am not extra in that I need a lot from people, but I'm extra and I go above and beyond for myself and for others. You know, I'm one of those people that for gift giving, if you give me a wish list, I accidentally end up getting you everything on your wish list. But like if you ask me for a wish list, it's never going to happen. I am so uncomfortable telling what I want. So, and this is my Pelikan M205. Oh, that's so pretty. I love the way that it's showing up in a broad nib with the Robert Oster Orlando Pen Show. Purple Sunset. And it is writing with perfection now. Absolute perfection. I still need to pick an ink for the Esterbrook I got, the tortoise shell. I will eventually. I think I'm going to put Forgotten Iced Coffee in here. I feel like that would just complement it. Or I will wait until I finish using my Ferris Wheel Press Oyster Hour in a different... I'm using it in... I think I have it in the Twisby Eco right now. The cafe colorway. Once it's empty there, I think I'll either put that one in here or I'll go ahead and ink it with the Forgotten Iced Coffee. Or if there's a better one, feel free to leave the recommendation below. I'll give it a try. We'll give this a second to dry. I'll show you these ink swatches dry. And that will be it for me today. So by the magic of editing, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, and we are back. It looks like they are mostly dry now, so let's take a closer look. So first we have Yellow Sunset. We have Summer Storm. We have Violet Clouds, which is so pretty. I cannot wait to put Violet Clouds in a pen. And then we have the Orlando Pen Show exclusive Purple Sunset. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. If you like this sort of content, please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. That way you can be notified of every upload I make. I try to do 1 to 2 videos a week, sometimes more, sometimes less. It's all contingent on my full-time work schedule and what I can accommodate. I highly recommend you check out Florida Fountain Pen. I thought it was an amazing experience. If you're going to be in the central Florida area or the eastern part of Florida, he's located in Sebastian, which is about an hour south of Orlando. I can't recommend him enough. He has an online store as well. I will drop the link to the online store as well as Instagram handle and whatnot. That's all for me today. If there's anything else you want to see, any recommendations you have, I'm always happy to hear them. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, an awesome week, and stay classic. Bye, guys.